show. Dan, got a little hate mail again. It's becoming a thing.
Oh,
Last week, I gave a recommendation of what not to drink, and that would have been the Traveler whiskey.
that's
So
right.
so so what I hear is people don't want to know. People aren't interested in what they shouldn't drink. They're interested in what they should drink.
Oh,
Huh, who knew?
hmm, who knew?
I don't know if you saw. May have spent a little time on the range
Mhm.
at Sweetens Cove Country Club this weekend, and may have allegedly they don't have members. Allegedly, somebody's going to be playing a lot more golf there.
Oh,
Allegedly, I don't know that this is or isn't the case. Um, but yeah, congratulations, Tyler. Look forward to seeing you there more often. Back to what you should be drinking. We were drinking little Blantons on the course, but here's a bottle that you definitely should be looking for. It's the James E. Pepper. What do you call that? The decanter, I guess, decanter series. A little bit of a throwback. James E.
oh,
Pepper, recently released. Wonderful, wonderful pour. Picked one up in Tennessee a few weeks ago and found it in Georgia on yesterday, I believe. So it's released in both, and it's worth a sip. I'd give it a try.
wow. Nice.
Speaking of, I guess that's a congratulatory sip for Jake Knapp. Is
Jake Knapp.
is that how you take a nap? Jake Knapp?
Yep.
Just recently relocated from Canada to Mexico. He'll no longer be bouncing at the double douche. He'll be in. Did he take Max Homa's spot at the Honda Classic this week?
He might have. He might have.
How entertained were you with the Mexico Open this week, Dan?
I was not very entertained. No. Were you?
I mean, I woke up and said, shit, it's going to be 65 degrees. I'm going to Sweden's. I don't. They won't even have the TV on. It's a way to work out
Mm-hmm.
great. No, all I needed were the highlights this morning. I did not need any of. Didn't need any of it. But congratulations, I guess.
Yeah, no, hey, you win a golf tournament on the PGA Tour. It's something to be proud of and to congratulate. I mean, it's a big deal, right? I mean, we know what we think about, the strength of fields or whatnot. Hey, you're competing against the best golfers in the world. I mean, Finau was out there,
Another
defending
rookie,
champion.
another rookie winner
Yeah.
on the PGA Tour this year. Speaking of, how did where did we finish at? Let's see. Finau finished T13. I think we had a couple of players that missed the cut. We gotta pick this game up a little bit. We not too hot on our picks as of late.
Were we supposed to know Jake Knapp?
I mean, if anybody had money on Jake Knapp, leave a comment and let us know who you're picking this week. I will change. I will change our one and done and our winning bet to whoever you've got. I'll take it. I'll take a freebie. I'm not afraid of a handout, Dan, or a free shot. So, yeah, no, I don't think we were supposed to know Jake Knapp. Let's see, who were we kind of bullish on? Cam Champ T24. We had a couple of the woos. Brandon Woo was T13. I thought another woo was pretty.
We did pretty good. It's just we had
Dylan
one
was T24. Yeah.
Yeah, the one guy killed us. Right? It was Talor. I think it was Talor that killed us, right?
It was. Yeah. Yeah. Taylor
And
McIlroy.
and Scott, he didn't show up for us down to Mexico.
He did not. Oh, by the way, Scott and I have been traded some messages, so
Great guy.
we got to get back. He said he wants to come on for a taste. So
Does he? Okay. He's playing this
taste
week.
taste and a little golf chat. He is playing this week. He's the Florida swing is upon us. We'll get to I what are we calling this? Is it the Cognizant? Is it the Conjugal? What's the Conjugal Open? The Conjugal Classic down in Florida. We'll get there in a minute.
How about the Honda Cog?
We'll get there in a minute. Before we do, I got a couple other things I want to talk about. By the way, had a great time at the Cove. Saw Madamski. He got
Oh.
he got his reward for from the Tennessee PGA on Sunday. So so good for him. Glad to see the folks that are doing the good work, fighting the good fight out on the local tracks. Good to see them getting recognized. So
How's he doing?
congrats from Adance. He was doing good, doing good.
Good. That's awesome.
Yeah, doing good. So I'll be
When's he coming
back.
back on?
That's a good question. We do need to get on and talk about. So I think we're going to be doing a barrel pick at Sweetens Cove in a couple of weeks. We're still trying to firm up the date with a little distillery in. I don't know. I shouldn't say little. With a distillery in Memphis, Tennessee. They friends of the show. They have been on. So it'll be good to reconnect with them and do a pick. So that'll be a fun one. Doing it at the
Is that
Cove.
Dominic Toretto?
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, good.
So that'll be a fun one to do at the Cove. And yeah, good courses in good shape up there. They have had some rain as of late, but it's drying out. So hopefully that we're done with that. I don't know. It's what are we in? It's entering spring, so weather could be very shaky. But speaking of people talking shit,
Ooh.
lots of trash talking. Lots of invitations, lots of lack of invitations. The golden boy of the PGA Tour, who recently competed in another little charity event down in Florida. There's some buzz.
That little commie?
There's some buzz. There's some buzz going on. I don't know. Where do you want to? So, well, first off, what'd you think about the match?
I don't know anybody that wants to watch him back home and mic'd up.
Nor do I. What did he was he said his mom was going to watch him 3-putt a 15-footer.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I like watching Rory. I like Rory. You know, I mean, he's interesting. He's good to listen to. I don't know Rose that well. I like Lexi. I didn't think, I mean, is it Tiger and Phil versus Brady and Manning? No, it's not that. Those were the fun days.
It was a little disappointing. I'll have to say. I don't know that they definitely didn't top what they've done in the past.
No.
And I mean, let's just talk about this. So it started in 2018, right? Tiger Phil. Boom. What more could you? I mean, Phil's great out there, right? Mic'd up. Phil is a winner. Who do we get now? Then as you referenced, all right, a couple years later, 2020, we got Woods and Phil and Peyton and Brady.
Yep. I think that was peak match right there. That was peak match.
Peak match. Yeah. I'll give you that. Who else are we bouncing to? Then we got some Mickelson and Barkley action coming in. Not bad, right? I mean, it was okay. I could watch it. Who do we have? We had Manning and Curry. So that was kind of like, I don't know, questionable. You got a pro player out there. Yeah, I don't know. Who else was good? So Aaron Rodgers, that's and DeChambeau. That's what I think they were playing at Big Sky, Moonlight Basin. So
who was the other group in that one?
It was Mickelson and Brady. Mickelson, Brady, and Rodgers and DeChambeau. Not memorable, I'd say.
No.
You know, I overhyped, didn't do anything for me. Bryson and Brooks out in Vegas didn't do much. Don't need to watch a bunch of hacks out. You had Allen and Mahomes and Brady and Rodgers. No, thank you. It didn't do much for me. I mean, it is, to me, it's been on quite a decline. And, you know, I heard an interesting, I guess you could call it a statistic. What did they say? 49%. I don't know where these numbers are coming from, but they say it's on the internet, so it has to be true. They say that around 49% of golfers are under the age of 35. Now, when they say that, I'm assuming that's meaning, yeah, they didn't say how they measured, if it was rounds played, where they play, how they play, what have you. It just said golfers. And I mean, if that's the case, I guess they're probably a little lost, right? Because that hasn't been the demo for quite some time. So, I mean, it's like, how do you capture that audience? I mean, maybe you wear, maybe you wear a martini racing hat.
Mm.
And I mean, should they be driving race cars instead of golf carts? I don't know. Who Tattersall was on and said, "Hey, when are they going to ride dirt bikes and
That's
and
right.
start playing
That's
golf?"
right.
Right?
That's right. So, how come? Okay, Max Homa's not your biggest star out there. Rory's there. Why not Ricky? Right? Why not Mahomes? Has Mahomes been out there yet?
Mahomes was out. Yeah,
He
he's
was
played.
out there.
He played.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, put him out there
He played.
again.
He played.
Put him out there
Yeah.
again.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It's a little confusing to me. And I mean, I like them incorporating the LPGA stars.
I
I
did
mean,
too. No, I'd
if
like that too. I did. Yeah.
if you're a casual golf fan, do you know who Rose Zhang is? I mean, if you're an international audience, right? If you're an Asian fan, then probably.
Yeah.
I don't know if the casual golf fan, the almost 50% of golfers that are under 35, I don't know if they know who Rose Zhang is.
Yeah.
Lexi Thomas, I mean, it's not new news for
Thompson. Yeah.
sure. Yeah, who did I say? Oh, yeah. Well, I was reading Justin Thomas's. Yeah, he's been on a match or two. I mean, he did a good job commentating. I thought I liked him out there. I liked him commentating better than playing. That's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think
You know what I would like to see? And this could be a good way to break the ice. Would have been Rory and Lexi um, versus John Rahm and Nelly.
ooh. Well, that would have fortified the rumor that Rory McIlroy is soon to be your next live convert. You heard it here first. He's on his way, by the way. He's on his way.
He's on his way.
It's going to happen. I mean,
I think that's what's going to save the tour. It's like the ultimate sacrifice.
well, he's moving back to Europe. And when he
Ooh.
moves back to Europe, I mean, that's his entryway to live, right? I mean, that's kind of like the big FU to the PGA Tour, and of which at that point they'll probably have everything circle back together. But it's not a good spot, and I think that's the next match that we have. I don't even know if it's going to be a match because now that the PGA Tour is a for-profit entity, this whole charities, I mean, there will still be charities and charity and donations. I mean, they need the tax write-off, right? They need the tax breaks, but it will be managed differently and it'll be looked at differently. And I think it'll be interesting to see how they pit each other against the competing or conflicting leagues, if you will. Golf is not big enough for all these leagues, man. It's just not. I mean, if the NFL, let me rephrase it. If football can introduce other leagues into the system, now you can call it they were gimmicky and what have you. Which I mean, you could say Liv's gimmicky. I mean, I don't think there's no space for it.
No.
The audience is the audience is too. I don't know if fickle's the right word, but the attention span of the audience is not, it's not going to be there. And it'll be interesting when to hear how the conversations start to progress as we are now for profit. And yeah, I mean, it's probably time for the PGA Tour to hire Cognizant. Actually, I mean, the sponsor of this week's event. It's probably time to get a contract signed and figure out what we're missing, because there's a lot of holes there.
Yeah, this brand within a brand thing of PGA Tour with the elevated events and the regular events is really, I predicted it. I think you did as well. It's diluting the overall brand, right? You don't have F1 and F1 light, you got F1. And every time they play or they race, everybody knows it's the best of the best. You know,
Speaking of the best, we'll get to whatever we're calling this week. We'll get that. I mean, they just played the match in Florida.
Yeah,
Rory's teeing it up.
he is. Man of
Where's
his word.
where's our buddy?
I don't know what happened to Max. I don't know. Where did he go?
Now he's
Where'd he go?
roasting people on Twitter, I guess. So we're roasting
Did he have too
people's
much
golf
bourbon?
swings.
Too much bourbon? I'm for that. If he did that, I'm for it. You know.
I don't know. I don't know that he is or he isn't.
Yeah.
Questionable. Hey, all right, let's pivot.
Yep.
A lot of mudslinging.
A lot of
as this is while it's not a political show, it is a very political year. Lots of mudslinging going on between tours. Do you agree or disagree? Let's start with the positive, because this is an easy one. Of course, you accept the invite. Maybe he's my one and done, and maybe my pick to win the Masters. Joaquin Niemann gets an invite to Augusta.
Yes, he does. Yeah.
Deserved?
Yeah. Yeah. Heck yeah. Heck yeah.
Of course you're going to accept it.
Yep.
And reason being, I mean, he's been playing a lot of events, right, on the DP tour that are solidifying, if you will, that's probably a loose way to say that, but solidifying or giving reason as to why they would extend the invitation. On the other side, Talor Gooch, who calls Rory McIlroy out and says if he closes out his career Grand Slam at Augusta in April, putting on the green jacket, it's going to be a career Grand Slam with an asterisk.
Oh man, that's a bold statement right there.
Talor Gooch, does Talor Gooch deserve an invitation to the Masters?
I think he does. I think he's played well enough. If you win the Live Tour last year, which is like the FedEx Cup, and yes, you deserve it. Yes.
Is it too late? Is it too late for him to get an invite? I mean, they've been sent out. I mean, I guess they could. I mean, they can kind of do what they want, right? I mean, that's.
I think Boss Shark would let him go.
Well, he does not. Well.
No, I'm just saying, if you got an invite, be like, boss, can I have the day off? I want to go play the Masters, or you're be like, yeah, go.
I think so. I think he's where's my let me borrow one of Charlie Chuck Hoffman shirts. I'll wear it every day.
Speaking of green shirts, did you see this Masters shirt? I got this at the Masters last year, and you notice everybody's in white, but the Live players are actually.
Why are they crossed out?
They're crossed out. Look at that.
When
did that happen? And look at this. Gary Player's crossed out too. Why is that?
Why is Gary Player crossed out?
We knew he was going to go.
They're all in black and they're crossed out. I don't know what's happening here. This is I think both. I think Joaquin Niemann, well deserved. I think he plays well. I think he makes the weekend, and I think he contends. I think Talor Gooch he should get an invite as well. I mean, I think he should be there.
He should be there 100%.
I mean, think about how many champions on Live will be playing in the match. I mean, clearly the field is warranted, right?
Right. So in terms of invites and participation, the other speculation I saw.
You're not getting an invite, by the way.
Are you going?
Allegedly.
Are you?
Okay. Allegedly.
All right, cool. People were talking, when are we going to see Tiger next, right? Are we going to see him at the Players? Are we going to see him, in the Florida swing at all? He's not playing this week. And I was thinking to myself, well, I was looking at the criteria, and you can help me with this. We don't have to do it like dissect it, but I think he's got like 1 year left from winning the major as that criteria qualify. Outside of that, does he qualify for the Players? I mean, this year he does, because he won the Masters in 19, and it's a 5-year thing. But after that, I don't think he has the criteria, does he? Or will they just give him an invite?
Yeah, I think he'll get an invite. He will. He will. Yeah. I mean, if he wants to play, he'll get an invitation. I mean, he's a previous champion.
I don't think they get you into players forever.
Mm, it does if your name's Tiger Woods. Yeah. I mean, he's getting anywhere he wants to play. He's getting an invite.
Yeah.
No questions asked. I mean,
No
it's
question.
not even. Yeah, no questions asked. He's
Yeah.
getting an
I
invite.
get
But
it. And I'm for it. I was just one.
valid.
I wasn't saying he shouldn't get an invite. I was just like, I don't think he
Well,
actually
let me frame it up in a different way.
Yeah.
Regardless of how he gets there, if he wants to get there and play the weekend and compete, the sooner the better, because it ain't getting any. I mean, I would be surprised. Bold statement. You ready for this, Cotton? Bold statement. I'd be surprised if we see him finish a tournament in 2024
Oh,
on the PGA Tour. Now, I'm not talking about the little, what does he like to say, the hit and giggle, because he's kind of reduced to the hit and giggles now. That's all he's in the past 12 months. That's the only thing he's competed in. I mean, the only thing he's completed, I should say.
Yeah.
I don't think I think that and to that degree, it's like, well, when do you call it? Like, when do you say, you know what? I'm just, it's time right now. I mean, could he go to live and make it for 3 days? Probably. He could
Ooh,
definitely go ride around on a cart. He could go to the
yeah.
Champions Tour and ride around on. I bet Big John would haul him around.
Yeah.
I don't know. He might not like that cigarette smoke though, but maybe he takes up smoking in his winter years. I mean, he might be up for that. He would
So
he was eating the In-N-Out burger. Give him a Diet Coke.
that's where I was going. That's where I was going. So if he goes to the players, all right, and it's like the pro-ams on a Monday, are we going to see a video of Tiger eating a Five Guys burger?
Mm.
Or is he saying, nope, I'm having my stuff flown in?
No pickles. No pickles.
No pickles. No.
No pickles.
No. I have my own chef. Or are we going to see Tiger's Burgers sponsoring the
I don't know. We got to get we've got some folks we need to get on to talk about some of the, because I do think the Tiger thing is very. Oh, so we probably should save this to next week. But I think it's kind of relevant to the whole Tiger conversation, right? I mean, everybody think about how many younger people that are basketball fans never got to see Michael Jordan play a game live. I mean, you can go back and you can watch some video, but not to the degree that you can watch stuff today, right? I mean, you've got, I mean, the technology obviously has advanced to a degree that it doesn't even compare. So, think about the folks that are never going to see Tiger in his prime, right? And what did he say? Did he say that was it like 09 or 10 coming out of the API, was the best, the highlight of his career, right? The best ball striking. I think that it may have been 11, 12. Nevertheless, Anthony Kim just made his announcement, right?
Yeah.
We got we got some, he's in his Vans. He's in his Bermuda shorts. He's in his t-shirt. He's got the pony flowing, hitting balls. So talking about golf being disconnected. So, and I'm a little torn on this because I know who he is. You know who he is. If we look at his last season on the PGA Tour, which was 2012, I believe. I mean, we've got I think he had 4 or 5 withdrawals in a row. He had, I don't know, 6, 7, maybe 8 missed cuts, and I think he had a couple of finishes, but they weren't good. They were they were 50 or worse
It looked
in
like a Webb
finishing.
Simpson season.
Well, yes, noted. Except Webb Simpson didn't get $10 million out of the deal for I mean,
and we love Webb.
It was, we
a
love
lot
Webb,
of injuries and stuff lately. Yes,
right. I mean, think about Anthony Kim's 2012 season was kind of like him winning the FedEx Cup, kind of.
Yeah,
kind of. I mean, there have been people that have won the FedEx Cup that didn't win as much money as Anthony Kim, or a relevant amount of money, I guess is better to say, than what he did in 2012. There's a lot of people They don't fucking know who Anthony Kim is. He's completely irrelevant to that whole that 48 or 49% of golfers that the PGA Tour or Live would consider their audience. I don't know that they know who Anthony Kim is.
So good points. Now, I will say, going back to your point earlier, in that the average age of a golfer is like 39 or whatever it is now, 49% are under 39 or whatever it is, that with the hair and the belt buckle and the Vans, if they can get him in some like TaylorMade commercials and all, that's it. It's a good thing for golf.
Is there any chance Sunday Red makes an
Ooh.
appearance on Live without Tiger Woods?
I mean, I got an analogy. I got an analogy for you, Cal. Let's say that you were a country singer, okay? And let's say that you got really good at country
Well, I'm
music.
from the country, so
I know you are. I know you are.
so this is a good
Yeah,
path.
I know. Let's say that you
take me down this country road.
yeah, I'm going to take you down the country road. So let's say that you got yourself a nylon string guitar,
Got one,
and you had like 3 to 10 platinum albums and everything, and you were on top of the game, you know, and Willie was your hero, and you were doing everything great for country music, and then you decided to like change labels, and Willie ghosted you. How would that make you feel?
It'd make me feel like I wouldn't feel good. It would hurt my
Right now,
feelings. It would hurt my
apparently right
feelings.
now, Tiger is ghosting Rom. He will not return text messages.
Ooh. It's short-lived. Short-lived. This
You think
is
it's short-lived? You think it's short-lived?
this is Bryson Brooks hype from 4 years ago when they were going on with all the soap opera drama. Yeah, it's short-lived. It's not gonna, and I don't even know if that's. I'll send a message to the Leaf and find out I'll get the scoop. I will get
in
the scoop.
in the news, Rom's saying he won't return phone calls or texts. He's cut him off. And when we were on with Wright Thompson,
What does he care?
Wright Thompson said Tiger will cut you off if you cut him.
He said that he did say that is yeah, he has a short fuse.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what's he texting him about? What does he need? What does he need? Does he want to wear Sunday red? I mean, John is a TaylorMade guy. So maybe he's looking for some. I don't know what he wants to talk to him about.
Bro, you know.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, no, John's a huge Tiger fan, and obviously he wants his respect, and John's gone to Live, and since he's gone to Live, Tiger will not communicate with him anymore. Yeah.
Well, John's got a lot more money than he had.
He should buy a place next to Tiger. Maybe Greg's old house.
At least he should go. He should buy a boat and park it next to Tiger's.
There you go. There you go.
At least buy a boat. That's
privacy. Have a privacy on one, and then the other one's called not so much.
The room at the end. Room at the end. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't know. I didn't see or hear that, but I don't know. It's interesting to see. I think I think the whole Anthony Kim thing is kind of wild. But it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Had some mixed responses back to where it was, by the way, if you're listening, where do you think Anthony Kim's going to finish at his Live debut? What do you think? What do we have? We had a T10 or better. I think we had a T26 or better. We had a not better than 50. I think there's only 54 golfers, so it means, but it'll be interesting to see where he winds up and how he plays out. And is there any draw? I still find it very hard to watch. Not hard to watch if I can find it, but it's hard to find to watch.
Yeah, I agree.
On the Live side.
I say 50 or let's see.
What do you say?
Where do you want to go?
So I'll give you an over under. We'll bet a bottle. I'm gonna say over under. I'm gonna call it at 14. Over under 14.
Over.
All right. I'll take the under. I should have said 16, but That's fine. I'll take 14, and I'll say under. I think he'll play. I think he plays just fine. 3 days, exhibition event, not a lot on the line, and I don't know. He's swinging free, baby. What's he got to lose? This is the first person. Maybe it's out there, and I just haven't seen it yet. This is one of what I would say is a high profile live acquisition, even though he's not like currently high profile, but I would say he's a high profile acquisition.
Oh, it's a big deal for those guys. Yeah.
Yeah. And I have not heard any releases about what they paid him. Like there was Rahm speculation money. There was Brooks, like a lot of people. There was, hey, this many millions of dollars or hundreds of millions of dollars in some scenarios, some cases.
Yeah.
Not heard anything about Anthony Kim. And speaking of, I mean, no news about Phil.
No,
very, very quiet. Very quiet. Very quiet. What else we got, man? We got to talk about the Honda Classic eventually.
Okay, let's talk about it. Hold on, I got a little thing for you here. Did you followed this, right?
I probably did. What did I follow? I did see. I did see you. I started to send you a note and be like, "Hey, take it easy over there. You're gonna get they're gonna report you for child abuse."
What? I didn't say anything about the kid. I didn't say anything about.
They're gonna report you for child abuse, by the way.
So this try to qualify for this week.
This looks like the front nine looks like my scorecard at Sweetens Cove. Who am I kidding? It looked worse than that, but don't let the facts get in the way of a good story.
Well, everybody was saying, "Oh, the 12, the 12, the 12." I mean, listen, this kid's like, what is he, 16 years old or something like that?
I don't know if he's that old.
Yeah, I think he is. I think he's right here.
I don't think so. I think he's like 13 or 14.
Okay. I mean, not bad, right? I mean, a lot of pars, no birdies, but I mean, I don't know why is he out there?
Well, unrealistic expectations, right? I mean, I don't. It'll be an interesting, like 5 years from now. Where is he at? 10 years from now, where is he at? I hope I hope the best, and I hope he just goes and lights it up.
Yeah.
But I mean, I couldn't imagine. Could you imagine having that? I mean, it would like be. It's like if you're Taylor Swift's boyfriend, and you're playing in the Super Bowl and you're expected to win. I mean, can you do it? Oh, maybe you can't. Maybe you can. Maybe.
Viva Las Vegas.
Maybe you can. Maybe you can.
Should we head on over?
We should go and see our friends at Fantasy National. God, I hope my computer doesn't die. I think it's time for a new unit.
Oh, really?
We're heading to Palm Beach Gardens. We're going to be at PGA National at the Champions Course. Just over 7,100 yards. Here's what I would say is that this is a ball strikers venue. I'll go through some of our previous champions and runners up. The Bear Trap, we start the Florida swing at the Bear Trap. 2023, Chris Kirk wanted a playoff over Eric Cole. Remember both of those names, please. 22, Sepp Straka over Shane Lowry. I think we should remember both of those names, please. Matt Jones over Brandon Hagee. We won't have to worry about one of those names. Mac Hughes. Mac Hughes says he's been speaking out. The Canadian, he's been speaking out. Sanjay M., previous winner. Keith Mitchell over Ricky Fowler and Brooks Koepka. JT over Luke List. Ricky Fowler over Hoffman and Woodland. Adam Scott over Garcia. Padraig Harrington, winner here in 2025, who is in the field this week thus far. Russell Henley's a previous winner here. Let's see if there's anybody else. So Rory McIlroy won here in 2012. Who else? I don't know if we. Speaking of Anthony Kim, 2010. Anthony Kim, runner up to Camilo Villegas. So let's head over to our friends at Fantasy National, Dan, and bucking the system. They did not want to talk about the Conjugal Classic. They said they're sticking with the Honda Classic. So here we go. I got a few names that I'm thinking about. I don't know. So I was thinking about this. Our picks have been a little rough over the past couple of weeks. Let's look at model ranking. So if you'll click the model rank number, and let's see, can we play this out? Boy, we almost could. I think we can skip him. I think we can get him. EVR is a possibility. Jaeger. Okay. I'm gonna do this the old-fashioned way. I'm gonna write down a couple names. I think Poston's interesting. I think that could be a gamer. I don't know. I think we can skip McIlroy. I don't know that there's any reason to go down that road. By the way, we got to figure out when they're going to do ownership projections. By the way, or maybe there's something we're doing wrong that's not allowing us to get there.
Yeah.
EVR I think is could be interesting. I want to see what he looks like.
Okay.
Eric Cole I think is a must. He might be the highest owned dude there. Not sure. But we'll figure this out over some clicking and looking. Let's see, around the green approach. Who's looking good on approach? Okay, here's where I think we're gonna start. You ready to do a lineup?
I will be, and I'm just let's get going.
I figured you would. I figured you'd be ready. I know how you are, Dan. I know you're always there in a pinch.
Oh yeah.
So I think we go ahead and plug Cole in, and we don't even think about it. I think that's. I believe I used him at a one and done already, but then we're not going to be able to do that one yet. But
all right, Cole's in.
If I didn't, Cole might be the one and done. Hold on, I'm the one dragging us down here. Let me.
Want to go Jaeger?
The Conjugal Open. So.
Doug Gim.
Let me.
Doug Gim looks good.
He does look good. Where's Gim? How much is Gim?
7,000.
Hold please. All right, Eric Cole's in. Gim at 7,000.
You want Gim? We'll put him in. We can take him out. We can take him out.
Hold tight. He's missed. He's played here 3 times and he's missed the cut 3 times.
Okay, no Gim.
Okay.
I want it done. Gim.
I had Shane Lowry, $9,300.
I'm not ranked. I don't have him ranked out anymore.
9,300. T5, second in 22. I mean, he's T5 or better in his last 2 showings here.
Okay, all right, he's in.
And he's playing.
Maybe we can get a good carport fight this week.
Ooh, that'd be.
Rory's there and Lowry's there. You know, it'd be good if we can get a good fight in the carport.
I'd appreciate that. At 70. Oh shit. See, I wanted to go Tom Hoge. Tom Hoge is generally not played well here. Tom Hoge's been playing better as of late. Would you say? Let's look. Hoge,
Genesis,
8th at Genesis, T17, T6 at Pebble. I think we roll one with Hoge. I mean, ball striking looks good. I think we roll Hoge.
I like Hoge. Yeah.
All right. So now we got to get. Ooh, I like this. EVR. He was T8 in Mexico. I don't really know that means anything. Let's see where EVR sits. What's his history look like here? Look at Bucky Fowler down here at $7,500. EVR missed a cut. Nah, I think I'm off EVR.
He was T8 line Mexico.
Yeah, no. I mean,
okay.
I'd almost.
All right. Not good results here. I got it. Yeah.
Hubbard at 7,500. T42, 15, T46, and T11. I think he looked pretty fair in Mexico, didn't he?
48th. 7,500 bucks. He looks good on the charts, you know, off the T74, 57th in putting, 15th on approach. Not bad.
Vegas kind of dicked us over last week, didn't he? Gary Woodland, what did he do? What did he do last week? Did he play Mexico?
No, last one with the Genesis. 39th of the Genesis.
We played Tyler Montgomery last week, didn't we?
Yeah, he got us.
He did get us. T Dunks, the third last year. What about let's roll Dylan Wu
We
again.
caught Tyler Duncan last week.
Did we play Duncan? I thought we played Montgomery.
Mm.
What about Dylan Wu? T10 and T30 in his last two showings here. And Dylan Wu looked pretty good last week. I'm digging way down because I want to get back up top. He's
6,100, yeah. 24th last week.
6,100.
First, he's 17th in putting.
What's he look like in ball striking?
Model rank 59th. Overall.
Could be better, couldn't it?
Yeah.
So who looks good? So we got Hoge in. What about Sam Ryder? I feel like we like Sam Ryder at $5,900. Look at all the people at $5,900.
Miscut, 31st cut, T62. Wow. It's a little rough. He's cheap though.
He is cheap. And if we're gonna spend listen, Sam Ryder, 22 T9, 21 T8.
Let's do it.
Let's go Sam Ryder. So here's the other thing that's going to come into play this week is that it could be a little breezy down there. All right, so we got 2 picks left. We got 8,500. Oh, you know who? What about Padraig Harrington? All we need him to do is make the cut. I think he made 8 of his 8 cuts. Let's
$5,400, and he's pretty, it's decent.
He's won here before. I mean, he's playing good enough on the Champions Tour. The course isn't that. I mean, it's not distance isn't going to hurt him at all. And now we can go anywhere we want to go. Well, generally speaking, we can go anywhere we want to go. And we've got a lot of money left on the table, by the way.
Yeah, we can go Cam Young, Fitzpatrick, Kennedy, Tom Kim.
So we have to do some shuffling. Do we have Lowry in here?
Yeah, we have Lowry.
We do have Lowry. Okay.
Poston model rank 1.
I know. You want to roll Poston?
If we do, we'll have money left over.
Okay. Well, we can rethink a thing or two. If I were gonna mix it up, I don't really want to mix anybody up. Okay, so what if we take out Hoge ranks out number 1, right?
No, Poston ranks out number 1.
Poston, you say we take out Lowry?
No, I think we take out Ryder.
Okay, all right. And not Padraig?
Padres up. So Ryder was.
So I'm good with that. So we take him out. Where do we go? Do we go?
We got Svensson. We got Todd, Zadenhout, Fowler.
I think we go. Let's roll Seabass.
Okay. There you go. Perfect.
I got to look and see one and done. So I'm going Cole, or we're gonna go option 2. Lowry. Option 2, Lowry. I think we got Cole left though. I think
Cole's a good pick. Cole's a good pick. Cole's a better rank. Better rank this week.
Cole's our guy. Cole's our guy.
I agree.
All right. What else we got going on?
That's good. Not much. It's been kind of quiet. Back to college hoops. But I don't know what else you've been doing. You went to the Cove and you played over there. You had a good time. We got Pinehurst coming up sometime soon. You think?
I don't know. Yeah, we're waiting on a call back, so
Yeah.
we'll see where that goes. But yeah, I don't know. I think I'm getting ready to power out. So before we do,
Oh,
let's make sure we don't lose anything. And yeah, we'll see you next week.
all right.